Okay, so hey everybody, this is Gayle Exton, Advanced Director with the Pampered Chef, here to interview Miss Robin Anthony. And Robin went with me to National Conference this year for her first time ever, and we're just going to talk to her a little bit about her experience. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so Robin, what was the single most exciting, or maybe it's going to be hard to come up with just a single thing, but single most exciting thing you got from conference?
Well, actually, I have a few exciting things I got from conference.
Okay.
The workshops were great. The workshops were fantastic. The first workshop I went to was the connection.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful but not pushy.
Okay.
And it was all about how to make your phone calls and how to seek out no's and to get used to that and to call other people and get more yeses by just filtering through the no's. And the most thing I learned from that part of that workshop was not to wing it, to script it, not wing it. So you can use your Pampered Chef tools to learn how to write your script. Not write your script where it sounds phony, because you can work with it to make it fit your personality and fit the person you're talking to. So that's one of the best things I learned out of that.
Fantastic. That was your very first workshop
that was
that
my
you went
very
to.
first workshop.
So you started conference with kind of a bang there. You're like, whoa, okay.
It was
cool.
great. It was great.
All right. Okay, so to not be pushy, to script out your phone calls. And Pampered Chef makes that so easy because they provide so many phone scripts for us that have been worded really wonderfully, so we can take those, read through them, kind of practice them, and along the way change them up and make them our own.
Correct.
So that's great. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No,
They've done a lot of that work for us. You mentioned something else to me too about starting conversations with people.
Oh yes, that was in the first workshop also. Another thing, the way is to control that phone call. And when you start a phone call to a person, never ask them how they're doing.
Because you might just find out.
You just might find out, and you give up control of the conversation, and
right.
You can't get back to the point that you called for in the first place.
Right. So to stay on track and to keep control
track.
in that conversation.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Now you told me about the second workshop that you went to. Top Recruiters Tell All.
Top Recruiters Tell All. That was a really good workshop. There was two girls. There were two girls they were giving it. They were really good. They're Miranda and Gracie. Grace. They when they first started, they mentioned how they had trouble starting, and it really makes you feel good, because when you're a beginner, you want to know that other people had trouble also. They weren't always
they weren't perfect
successful.
in the beginning.
Right.
Yes.
And all their little stories about how they had such a hard time getting started. And one girl was talking about when she finally did overcome all their problems, like the no's, all that, and booking shows and making more money, and how she became so successful. It was, I believe it may have been her director asked her if she recruited anyone, and she said no. And I think part of the reason why she wasn't recruiting anyone is because she thought that these people were going to take her business away from her. And her director told her, well, that was rude. She was being rude, and she wasn't being fair to other people, because she should share her success with other people and give them the opportunity to also become successful.
Right.
So I thought that was really good. I go, that's good, because you're really not, she explained it, where you're really not giving up your sales, you're growing your business.
Exactly. When I first started, I kind of had that same mentality that Grace did, that I was going to be the Pampered Chef person in all of Santa Clarita Valley, and I was going to do all the shows, and that was going to be all my business. And somewhere along the way, I realized I can't do all these shows. It's too much. And so I need to share that with other people, allow them to have some of that business so they can flourish. And in the process, that's going to make my business flourish as well.
Right.
So that's great. Yeah, it's rude to not share with other people. You're really kind of being very selfish if you're not sharing that with others. Next question?
Yes.
Okay. Did going to National Conference meet your expectations?
Well, I never had any expectations when I went to National Conference, so anything that happened exceeded my expectations.
Cool. So, okay, cool. So, what?
Well, it turned out to be really great, actually. It was fun. The workshops, like I said, were fun. the whole atmosphere was fun. The people, everything about it was just, it was surprising.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
It-
Somebody's brand new, they're like, oh my gosh.
I know, it was like Christmas.
Yeah, it really is. It is.
Yeah.
They gave us all kinds of gifts.
Yeah, they did.
Right? All kinds of fun
We got
gifts.
some new recipe cards.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to use those.
Mm-hmm.
When the
The
new
manual
cookbooks
food
come,
processor.
right?
Yeah.
The vegetarian one,
Yes.
the dessert one, and those little round things. What are those little?
They were like tapenade meatballs.
tapenades. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's a little, so you can hand those out at shows, and I was glad to get those for free.
Yeah, yeah. That was nice.
The new catalogs,
They gave us a cute little keychain.
keychain,
What else?
the green bag,
Yeah, your conference bag.
the bags, nice.
Yes, yes. Yeah, they give us some really nice things. They treat us very well. What was the biggest eye-opener of going to national conference?
Yeah. Biggest eye opener. The amount of people that were there.
Yeah.
it was
I think I heard that there were about 6,000 people attending conference this year.
It was huge.
Tell me about some of the people that you met.
I met people from everywhere. They come from all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
I was sat and I had lunch with people from Cape Cod.
Okay.
I was talking to them.
Yeah.
We talked a little about Pampered Chef, and then we just talked about Cape Cod. You know, sometimes you gotta,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, let the
Turn it
mind
off a
down,
little
turn
bit.
it off
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Just get to know the people.
Uh-huh.
And I've had breakfast with a group of people. One was from Washington, the other was from Pennsylvania, which I thought was kind of cool because I'm from Pittsburgh.
There you go.
All the tables I sit at, I sit with people from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And I talked to them. They talked about their business and just general conversation.
All
so I
right.
met people from all over the place. It was great.
Okay.
And one lady I met, I don't know where she was from, but she was a director. When I was sitting in one of the general sessions, waiting for Gayle, waiting for you.
As usual.
Yeah, and she was talking to me and trying to help motivate me. So that was another eye opener. Is how everyone seemed to work as a team, and everyone was trying to motivate another person to help you grow your business.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
did you you got tips from people and ideas?
Tips on how to make those phone. The biggest tip that everyone talks about is those phone calls. Like I said, getting out of your own way, making those phone calls, and not
Yeah.
being afraid, because they're being successful. And the amount of directors that got promoted,
Wasn't that incredible?
it was.
You're going to
huge.
be up there next year, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know you
There was
are.
a
Yeah.
lot of directors there. There were so many that they had to do them in sections
Right.
on both sides of the stage because there were too many to just.
That was a huge
Yeah.
promotion ceremony this year.
It was.
Huge.
It was huge.
Okay. Okay. I want to know what are 3 hot items that you're going to implement into your business as a result of attending conference.
Well, like the one thing I said was getting out of my own way.
Mm-hmm.
Seeking out those no's on those phone calls because you're going to get no's. You know, you're going to get a lot of them actually.
Yeah.
So you have to learn to accept the no's. Because in all those no's, there'll be a few yeses.
Right.
Right. So if you get the no's, grow the yeses,
Uh-huh.
and be at conference next year as a director.
That's right. I love that. Oh, you said something else about helping guests create a wish list. What was that?
Oh yeah, I got that in what was it? Which class was that? That was the top recruiters tell all.
Or was it the sellers?
The sellers,
Sellers.
Super Sellers Live
Okay.
is one of the things you do to boost the sales of your show.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually helping the host when you boost the sales of your show.
Absolutely.
It's not just all about making more money, although, you know. But
That happens, but
it
that's one of the
happens,
things
right.
about that was really communicated a lot at Pampered Chef Conference this year was just to take the focus off of ourselves and really
put it
focus on
the
helping others.
Other people, right?
And in the process of helping others, our businesses are going to flourish.
Right.
So if we focus on helping our host by building her sales, we're going to make more money.
Right.
Okay, so the wish list.
The wish list, you would take you would just pass out, what is that?
Oh, the outside order.
The
form?
outside order form, and have the people in the audience at the shows create a wish list of all the products that they would like.
Mhm.
Now you want to let them know they don't have to look to try to get all those products tonight, but and when they check out, you look at their wish list and see what they ordered, and then you can always tell them how they can get the other items
Yeah.
at half
All
price or
those
for
things
free.
that they're not actually getting tonight.
right.
Yes.
So you could get that on the checkout, so
There
you can
you
see what
go.
they want. So it actually gives you something to focus on, to talk. It helps to guide the conversation.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I think that's a good idea to use that.
I had an experience a while back where I had a guest at a show who had a big wish list of items that she actually was going to just go ahead and outright purchase those things.
Right.
But I noticed that many of the items on her list were also items that came in our business starter kit. And so I pointed that out to her, and before the end of the evening, she had signed on as a new consultant on my team. So that's another reason to get that wish list, not just for the opportunity to show them how they could get those things for free as a host, but perhaps they might even consider joining the team to get those things in their starter kit, and then they can start making money and earning more products for free. Do you feel the investment of your time and money was of value?
Yes, I do. As far as the conference is concerned, it was worth it because, like I said before, meeting all the new people, everyone trying to help motivate everyone, and just getting together with people you don't even know, and you see how many people really sell Pampered Chef, and you really realize just how big this company is.
Yes.
It's huge. And I got to spend time with my director.
Yes, we did.
And outside of conference, it's fantastic. Chicago is a great city. The food is fantastic. You can eat like a pig and not gain a pound because you walk everywhere. The food was great. The Howling at the Moon was great. There are pictures to prove that. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Gayle. She's good. She's a good
What
girl.
did you learn about me there?
That Gayle can dance. You would be surprised. I was in shock. Gayle can dance. So we had a great time. It was worth it. It was great. Next year, I plan on going next year.
Absolutely.
I hope to stay a couple extra days or go a couple extra days early to have even more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's worth it.
Definitely. I am so glad that you got to go with me this year. I had a blast, and it was just so fun to be able to spend that time with you. And I really hope that our team can just grow tremendously this year, and we'll get all of those people coming to conference with us next year so they can experience what we experience, because it just turns you on to your business so much and how we can help people with the things that they need to prepare meals for their families, to get people to come to the table for dinner and spend time together. That's what it's all about.
It was a bunch of fun. Oh, did I mention they had dancers?
Oh,
the dancers!
Yeah.
The dancers and the singers and the shows. It was fantastic. So anyone who wants to come to the conference next year, you got to come. It's a blast. I can't wait to go.